Barbagallo Raceway is a motorsport circuit located in Pinjar, approximately 50 kilometres, 30 miles, north of Perth in Western Australia. The circuit was originally known as Wanneroo Park and the first race meet took place in March 1969. Initially the major race per year was a 6-hour Le Mans-style race for sedans and sports cars known as the 6-hour Le Mans. However, as interest dulled in that event, production car racing took over as the major race type. The circuit was also known as Wanneroo Raceway. In 1979, the Australian Grand Prix was held for the first and so far only time at Wanneroo Raceway, which coincided with the opening of the new pits and paddock area to the west of the circuit. The Grand Prix was won by South Australian Johnnie Walker driving a Lola T332 Formula 5000. Walker was the last driver to win the AGP driving a Formula 5000. In 1992, it was decided that a short circuit would be constructed by linking Turn 5 on the current circuit to the back straight, forming a new 1.7 kilometres. 1.1 mile long circuit. This extension was funded by prominent West Australian motorsport identity Alf Barbagallo, and hence the circuit name was changed to Barbagallo Raceway Wanneroo. The short circuit allowed for an increase in the types of racing, including the inclusion of truck racing, and also allowed events to be run at night. The circuit was completely resurfaced in 2004, and this saw almost all lap records broken in the first few months of 2004. The surface changed from an abrasive surface which was renowned for being very hard on tires to a grippy, smooth surface. Events. The track holds a number of major race meets each year, with the biggest being a round of the Supercars Championship called the Perth Super Sprint. This is one of the biggest sporting events in Western Australia each year, with over 50,000 people attending the 3-day event. The circuit offers patrons drift racing as an occasional spectacle. Some criticism has also come from opponents of drifting, due to damage caused to the track surface, especially heading into Cat Corner at the end of the main straight, where entries of over 100 km per hour, 62 miles per hour, are not uncommon. The circuit hosted the inaugural Australian Festival of Speed in 2010. Formula One team Red Bull Racing and driver Mark Webber attended for a demonstration. The festival never returned to the circuit, having bankrupted the owners. The circuit also hosts a number of motorcycle racing and training events, including the WA State Championships for superbikes, supersport and sidecars along with a number of support classes. Upgrades. Due to the removal of the circuit from the V8 supercar calendar for 1 year, the state government considered upgrading the track to improve the quality of the track and its facilities. Many options were considered, which included extending the track to the north, which would roughly double the length of the circuit. There were also alternative extension plans which were smaller. The widening of the track was also addressed, which would be needed to extend the track for safety regulations. The plan of the track extension was expensive if all aspects of the plan were considered. This would see this major upgrade of the circuit be postponed until the necessary upgrades are completed. On the 18th of July 2011, the track's control tower was torn down, beginning the first stage of upgrades that will see the track widened and a new pit facility built in the center of the circuit, with connecting bridge. The first stage upgrades will also include improving lighting and safety barriers, as well as upgrades to facilities and buildings within the circuit. Touring car round winners. Barbagallo Raceway has held rounds of the Australian Touring Car Championship since 1973. The circuit was left off the calendar from 1974 to 1977, and again in 2010. Peter Brock and Craig Lowndes had won the most ATCC V8 Supercars rounds at the circuit with 5 wins each. The most successful touring car team at Wanneroo is the Holden Racing Team with 6 wins. The first ATCC race held at the circuit in 1973 was won by Alan Moffat driving a Ford X5 Falcon GTHO Phase 3 for the Ford Works team. Monsieur Lap records. As of 7 May 2017. Barbagallo Raceway. Map and circuit history at racingcircuits.info